In this video, I'm going to show you an easy strategy you can follow using the orb. So what is an orb? It's an opening range breakout. We are going to trade it a little bit differently than the usual opening range breakout. The first thing you want to do, you want to go to your indicators and you want to add this indicator, orb algo by Flux Charts. Pause your screen, take a screenshot. These are the settings that I use: 30-minute opening range breakout time frame, and these are the settings. So make sure you take a screenshot and let's get to the video. So what we want, when the first 30 minutes of the day, you want the first 30 minutes of the day to form, and then we either wait for liquidity to be taken on the downside or the upside, and you are going to enter on the opposite fair value gap that is being formed. This is Wednesday the 21st. So here you can see we took sell side liquidity right over here. Now we're waiting for that first fair value gap in the opposite direction to form right over there. And you are going to enter your trade on the closure of the third candle, and you're going to put your stops below the first candle's low at the body, and you are going to target a 1 to 2 risk to reward. And as you can see, it went perfectly to our take profit. So let's go to the next day. Here is our next day. Here you can see first 30 minutes you don't trade, and we wait for buy or sell side liquidity to be taken. Here you can see there is a nice sweep right over there. So we waiting for an opposite fair value gap. Price is continuing to push up. We haven't got a downside fair value gap as yet. Here we have our first fair value gap. You're going to enter on the closure of the third one. Put your stops right over here at the body of the opening price of the first candle, and you're going to target a 1 or 2. And as you can see clearly, we got stopped out right over here. So this was a losing day. Let's go to the next day. There we go. So here you can see first 30 minutes has formed. We got a sweep right over here. No fair value gap. Price is still pushing up. We have no fair value gap. Price is still pushing up. We have absolutely no fair value gap. Now price took the sell side, and we have our first fair value gap right over here, opposite direction. After we took the sell side, there was no fair value gap formed on the upside, and you're going to enter your trade on the closure of the first candle. Put your stops below the first one, and you're going to target a 1 or 2 risk to reward trade. And clearly again, you can see we got stopped out. So let's go to the next day. All right, so here you can see first 30 minutes has formed. Remember, we don't trade the first opening range on the 30 minute. We only trade it after the first 30 minutes. We have a sweat right over here. So now we wait for that first candle closure. So now we wait for that first opposite fair value gap. Here you can see we have one right over there. You're going to enter on the third candle's close, and you're going to put your stops below the first candle's low at the body, and you are going to target a 1 or 2 risk to reward trade. Let's see if we get our TP. And we got stopped out right over there. There was another opportunity for this. So one losing trade right over there. And there was another opportunity right over here. After we took the buy side liquidity right over here, we wait for that first fair value gap to form immediately after it took the buy side. And you're going to enter on the third candle, stops above the first candle's high at the body, and you're going to target a 1 or 2 risk to reward. And let's see how this one plays out. as you can see, immediately we had that profit there. So one losing trade, one winning trade. Let's move on to the next day. All right, so here you can see orb has formed. First 30 minutes, we had a break to the upside. There was no fair value gap formed as yet. Nothing. We continue pushing up. Here is our first small fair value gap right over there. You are going to enter on the third candle, stops above the first candle's body, and you are going to target a 1 till 2. And as you can see, we had a perfect trade right over there. Let's move on to the next day. All right, so first 30 minutes have formed right over here on the new opening day. We had a huge liquidity sweep to the downside. Now we wait for the first fair value gap to form right over there. You're going to enter your trade on the third candle's closure. You're going to put your stops above the first candle's low at the body, and you are going to target a 1 till 2 risk to reward. And as you can see, beautiful, went straight to the target. Let's go to the next day. So this is the 29th. This is today's date as of making the video. So here you can see we had a big push to the downside. Sell side has been taken. And now we wait for an opposite fair value gap to form. No fair value gap, no fair value gap. Keep pushing down. Here was our very first fair value gap that has formed in the opposite direction. Put your entry at the top, at the closure of the third candle, and your stops below here at the bottom of the body on the first candle. And then you are going to target a 1 till 2 risk to reward trade. And let's see if this one gets hit. There we go. And as you can see, perfect trade right over there, and price just continued up for the rest of the day. Remember to go check out Flux Charts, free indicator right over here, Orbs Algo by Flux Charts. Link is in the description. Leave a like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video.